NASCAR truck racing returns to the Bristol Motor Speedway later this week. Ahead of the race, a couple of young Truck Series drivers headed to Science Hill High School. Those drivers brought a truck for students to check out, and News Channel 11's John Janko spoke with the drivers. He joins us in the studio tonight. John, what was the goal of this visit?
Yeah, Sarah, Christian Eckes and Jake Garcia, two of the young guns in the Craftsman Truck Series, came to Science Hill to talk about their careers in racing and how young people can get involved in the industry. They spoke along with representatives from UNOH about the careers in racing these students can pursue.
I think it's great to get young people into the sport. That's the future for sure.
Ahead of Thursday night's 200-lap challenge at BMS, Christian Eckes and Jake Garcia, the young pair of drivers from Bill McAnally Racing, came to Science Hill to talk about the sport. Everything from how they got their start to what career paths there are for young people to get into racing. The event in partnership with UNOH, the University of Northwestern Ohio, which offers programs specific to motorsports.
They have degrees for folks that want to go into marketing and sales, to where you can support the race teams, or if you're going to be on a pit crew. Obviously with mechanics, that's kind of their specialty.
Science Hill CTE student Camden Cecil joined a panel discussion with the drivers. She says it opened her mind to potential careers in the sport.
You learn it's not just sit in a car, make the cars or whatever. There's so much more to it. It's there's so many opportunities beyond just the racing aspect of it.
Garcia didn't have a tough time relating to the students. He graduated from high school earlier this year. He says even if these kids don't pursue a career in racing, it's a great way to grow the sport.
It's just good to raise the awareness of racing and maybe create some fans out of it.
Eckes showed off his race truck for the students. Eckes is in the playoffs and won last week's truck race at Kansas. He's under plenty of stress headed into Bristol.
It's a super tough track, and then you put the round of 8 pressure on it, it makes it even worse. It's a super tough round.
We also asked BMS track president Jerry Caldwell about attendance at this year's Bass Pro Shops night race. He says to expect a bigger crowd than last year. Before then, Eckes and Garcia will tackle the high banks of Bristol in the UNOH 200. That's Thursday night at 9 o'clock.